Hey guys, Matt here. This is my review of Dallas Buyers Club. This movie is directed by Jean-Marc who previously directed The Young Victoria. This movie stars Matthew McConaughey, Jared Leto, and Jennifer Garner. Dallas Buyers Club is based on the incredible true story of a man named Ron Woodruff, who was an electrician. If he wasn't working, he was bull riding, doing drugs with his buddies, or sleeping around. And it's not until he gets diagnosed with HIV that when he's given 30 days left to live that he decides to turn his life around and give back to the community and help others that are dealing with his hardship. Matthew McConaughey was the heart and soul of this movie, and whether you're a fan of his or not, you'd be impressed because whether it was the longer than normal brown hair, the big old mustache, the white pasty complexion, or even his losing a whole bunch of weight, if he didn't open his mouth, you couldn't tell it was him. That's how dedicated to this role he was. At the beginning of the movie, you're going to hate Ron Woodruff as a character. He's homophobic, he's a jerk, and he's very unlikable. But Matthew McConaughey is able to take this character and mold and evolve him into a guy that by the end of the movie, you're going to applaud what he does, and you may even admire him a little. The great thing about this movie is, as an audience, you go on this emotional journey with Ron Woodruff as if you were there. When he first gets the news, what he deals with regarding his friends, or when he just gives up on life and just decides, I can't do it. I can't do it. Or when he meets Rayon and when he's put on trial trying to fight the system, you feel like you're there with him. Everything he feels and everything he goes through, you feel as well. This is not like a made-for-TV movie where the journey's really quick and simplified and all the hardships are over and done within a scene or two. No. This struggle is felt through the screen. The first time I ever saw Jared Leto on screen was in a movie called Requiem for a Dream, and I'll never forget that movie because I had never seen anything like it. It was so haunting. But he brings that type of acting caliber to Dallas Buyers Club. As playing a transgender named Rayon, let me just say you'll never forget that character. His character may not be the most pleasing to look at, but you're still drawn and attached to this character. Some of the most emotional scenes in the movie are regarding his story. Jennifer Garner was also really good in this movie, and even though I've never really been a fan of her, I was impressed by her role. And it was nice to see her and Steve Zahn also reunited with Matthew McConaughey in this film. And whether it was Ron Woodruff's friends, fellow patients, or even the nurses and doctors in this movie, if they had a significant scene or line in the movie, they were believable. So whatever your gender or sexual preference, if you're a fan of movies like Philadelphia, Catch Me If You Can, or Milk, I would check this movie out. You get an amazing true story that's depressing yet uplifting. A sad ending for a pleasant journey. That's why I'm going to give Dallas Buyers Club an A-. And I do believe that Matthew McConaughey and Jared Leto should win any awards they're nominated for this year. So until next time, guys, see ya.